Hey, good morning, friends. Mark Holmes here with my buddy Cowboy Joe Boo, and as always, thank you guys for watching, commenting, and subscribing to the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, this doesn't work. Wow. Welcome to another edition of Don't Sleep on the Dallas Cowboys, because literally you can't sleep on the Dallas Cowboys because things are always happening late in the evening, late at night, the middle of the night, first thing in the morning, so you want to tune in to make sure that you are up on everything that is the Dallas Cowboys. Well, it's Thursday, and thank God, make it through today, and tomorrow it's the weekend. I'm going to finally have a chance to marathon and watch All or Nothing. Have my coffee ready, have my rum ready, and have my notepad so I can take some notes and stuff on there. You know, you guys have shared bits and pieces and stuff, and everybody talks about Jason Garrett. Man, he's actually a potty mouth and things. And, you know, they've gotten a newfound respect for him. I'm interested to look at that because it's one thing to cuss. I've seen a lot of people out there do a whole lot of cussing and stuff. The question I have is, how did the players react? Did it put them on notice? Were they fearful when he'd go through those tirades? That's one of the things that I'm going to be interested in seeing how that went. But don't spoil any more of it. Like I said, I'm going to watch it this weekend when things finally slow down. Still trying to get caught up on everything from being back from the trip. You know, we're gone for a week, so I'm behind on work, behind on spending time with the wife, got the dog that we're, you know, working on trying to get better and things. So there's a lot of things going on. And speaking of things going on, we still don't know what our tight end situation is going to be. We still don't know if Jason Witten is staying or going. I mean, the opportunity he has from Fox Sports might not be there next year. So that's a big thought, although then again, it probably will be. Hopefully we'll get a resolution on that sooner than later. I'm not sure that I'm comfortable with the guys that we have on the roster for our tight end position, but what do I know? I'm a guy with a day job and a voodoo doll. Second thing, I know a lot of you are going to say, let it go. It's not coming here. Kind of like the way people said, let it go about Dez Bryant, because Dez Bryant is going to be here. Yeah. Earl Thomas has now missed the first phase of OTAs and has now missed the second phase. He hasn't shown up yet. I sent a video earlier this week, and I talked about Earl Thomas can play a lot into the situation there. I think Seattle would be more than happy for him to play on a one-year deal, not make a long-term contract for him. Earl Thomas wants to be the highest-paid safety in the NFL, at least if he's in Seattle. Although I might think, with him wanting to be in Dallas, with him wanting to have a fresh start, with him being part of a team that hopefully can challenge for Super Bowl as opposed to Seattle, which is clearly rebuilding, that he might be willing to work a team-friendly deal. This is just my speculation here. Don't quote me on this. Don't kill me if it's not right, because Lord knows a lot of you out there look for the smallest thing to say Mark Holmes was wrong about. But this in my mind is my thinking, because when you put it out there, when they kick me to the curb, come and get me. I want to be there. If you really want to be there, you may be willing to work with them. And the Cowboys, here's the great thing. Next year, the Cowboys have cleared out. Make no mistake, I don't know if what they've done this offseason will lead to a Super Bowl, but you're giving yourselves opportunities. You've gotten your team young. You have cleared up your cap. You're taking a big bite in dead money. You're taking a hell of a lot of dead money. But come next year, we'll well over $75 million, and I don't think they're done with the bloodletting here in Dallas. There's some other guys that may be part of that list. You can go ahead and sign an Earl Thomas to a 2 or 3 year deal and end up making it a team-friendly one where it's not costing you a lot of cash this year. and put incentives into there and make it work out, because next year you've got 75 plus million. You're going to have more cap room than almost anybody else, believe it or not. I know that's crazy, because normally at the end of a season we're about 25 million in the hole. But gradually through the last couple of years, they've been getting better and better, as you ended up getting Tony Romo off the books this year. Now Des Bryant will be off the books this year. Cutting all of that stuff helps you in the future. And hopefully they will manage it better. And I think that they finally learned their lesson between making crazy trades. Remember years ago we gave up 2 number ones for Roy Williams. Make no mistake, they could have had Earl Thomas here on draft day for a second-round pick. But they saw the chance to get Connor Williams and said, we can improve our team for the long haul on the offensive line than in the short haul with Earl Thomas. That was actually, I think, a wise decision. I believe me, I'd love to have Earl Thomas here. But I kept saying in my mind, the team was saying a second-round pick. Mike Fisher was saying a second-round pick. And in my mind, I was like, I don't know that I would give up more than a third. I don't want to give up more than a third. And the third should have been the break-even point for it. And that's what they tried to offer to him, but they didn't bite on it. But with Earl Thomas now not showing up for workouts, being disgruntled, he is now forcing their hand that they're either going to have to pay him or they're going to have to trade him. So it's going to be interesting to see. I still believe Earl Thomas, week 1, will be a Dallas Cowboy. The team is working out. So far, so good. Haven't heard about any injuries or anything like that. So hopefully, let's pray that keeps working out. And I got to tell you, the guy that I am impressed with so far is the speed of Trayvon. And I probably butchered it up, so go ahead. I know. Austin. But I just call him TA. No. That's tits and ass. No, better not do that. The speed that he has, if they can work him out for a running back out the backfield, that is going to be a hell of a changeup. Alfred Morris as a third down back for us was not a guy who was catching the ball out the backfield. You were still just that ground and pound running attack. But with Trayvon Austin and that speed, oh man, you get defenses getting pounded on the offensive line, and Zeke Elliott, who is not a small man. Zeke Elliott makes me look little. You get pounding on that, and then on third down you bring in some speed, you'll be killing teams. So I feel right now really good with the moves that the team has made. The draft, and a draft is always a crapshoot because there's a lot of guys people will think are straight up bums, that are nobodies, that nobody's ever heard of, nobody's even given a good grade to, that all of a sudden become Pro Bowlers and Hall of Famers. So you don't know until the games really start. But I feel good about the way the team tried to address all of the deficits that they had. So we'll have to wait and see. But I'm excited. The weather's changing. It's getting warm. That means summer's around the corner as well as camp. And before you know it, it will be fall in football season. That being said, I got to go get to my day job. I got some drywall waiting for me. I'm Mark Holmes, and thank you for being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. I'll see you soon.